The real art is in simplifying, not in complicating. But gurus online love to complicate email marketing, thinking it makes it fancy. Because it's way easier to make it look very complicated and sell something fancy and cool, but it's way harder to make the same thing simple, actionable, and accessible to everyone. And in this video, I'm about to break the 7 email types you can send to your Skool members without any automations or complications involved. My name is Dennis, I run the Flows group on Skool, and I used to send all of these 7 email types for my members every month to get my first few clients on Skool without any automations involved. And I'm doing it just so you don't have to buy any crazy courses or inserting some crazy automations that just make your head hurt, and actually start today. Number 1 is broadcast emails. I've been sending broadcast emails for most of the time, and that's what gave me the most leverage. I managed to write something in doc, and a second after I hit all my members in their inboxes. Now, those are the so-called newsletter emails, and I know these are the most common types, and the rest of the 6 would be broadcasts too, but we have to start broader before we narrowing it down. So that being said, what should you email to your members? Your day-to-day stories, interesting thoughts, lessons, and call to actions leading towards something. You always want to include one. You never want to leave it CTA-less. My favorite content type to include there are stories. I tell a day-to-day story following the potato framework, which we'll touch in a second. Then I transition to the lesson and give a call to action based on the story and the lesson. This framework is originally used by storytellers and novelists. I adapted it, slightly rebranded to fit emails, and I call it the potato framework. It goes like this. P. Protagonist, the main character. O. Objective, the main goal the protagonist is trying to achieve. T. Tension, something's happening in the background and about to disrupt the protagonist without him realizing that yet. A. Action, what they must do to avoid it. T. Ticking clock, the protagonist has only limited time to make it happen. O. Consequence, what happened if the protagonist fails? Yeah, and I know it should be C, not O, but I can't really do anything with it, so if you have any ideas, leave it in the comments. I would really appreciate it. So I'll give you a story, for example. Yesterday, I took my dog out to grab the package from a mailbox. I am the protagonist. I've ordered a few books I've been dying to read and waited for more than a month to help me fall asleep faster. That's the objective. The sky was gray and cloudy when I left. It had already rained earlier. I knew I had only a short opening before it would rain again. The walk to each side is 10 minutes. I managed to get to the pickup point dry, but while I waited in line, the sky changed to pitch black. That's tension. Only you know that something is wrong, and the question in your mind is, how would I adapt to the new reality? I went out and at first I didn't notice anything. I was too focused on the package. I noticed something's wrong only when I felt small raindrops tapping my head. That's when I started running. The books were heavy and the dog leash wrapped around my ankle every few steps. That's the uncomfortable action I must take. I know I'm only halfway through, and if I stop, my books would get soaked and I would just lose my mind. And that's the ticking clock and the consequence. After I tell the story, I transition to the lesson and give the call to action. It probably looks something like this. And that's what most cool creators do with emails. They sit down, slap something in a doc, send it out, and hope it works. They're running into the storm with zero forecast, guessing what to write and send. But it doesn't have to be like that. You just need to send the right email type based on where your audience at and what they're expecting from you. And inside my inbox engine, I show you exactly how you can build a simple rhythm, where you know exactly what to send next, what to say, and how it exactly connects to your Skool group without being soaked in the rain. Oh, it actually was the call to action. You can find the link in the pinned comment below this video. 2. Sales campaigns. After running few broadcast emails, you are ready to run your first sales campaign. That's where it gets super complicated and where gurus would give you crazy workflows and automation and campaigns simply to run one simple sales campaign. But we want to keep it simple, right? So when everyone will run to write the entire sales campaign, automate it, and launch it, just to watch it fail, we'll have something better in mind. Because in our case, we're smart and we won't do any of these. Because sales campaign is not about preparing everything in advance and just automating it. It's actually watching what works and tweaking it as you go. First, we'll plan the length of the campaign and the amount of emails we should send. For 4 days, we'll plan 5 to 7 emails, 1 for every day and 2 and 3 on the last day. Then, we'll send the first email of the campaign as a broadcast email. We'll be the only ones who know that it is a sales campaign. We'll write each email on the day we'll be sending it based on the performance of our previous broadcast emails and the previous days of the campaign. So if in the first day it is not performing, you can always change the frame and the angle of the campaign and the offer. And once we run it and know it performs, only then we automate it. This way, we're making sure we're not killing any time beforehand to write the entire campaign, notice something's wrong, and then just delete the entire thing and just kill our time and all of the emails, basically. So plan, write, observe, and adapt. 3. Member spotlight. Give a spotlight to a post or a comment of one of your members. Pinning a post in the group is a great way to spotlight a member and give it the attention for the extra mile he went to write the comment or the post itself. And another way to do it is write an entire email about this post. So there are 3 ways you can do it. First is you summarize his points and give the post as the call to action. 2. You write a story using the potato framework and you give the link as a lesson. 3 is you build the expectation and right before the value drop you say, hey, go and read what John had to say about it. Go and read the full Miranda's comment. Check out what Adam had to say about it. 4 is spend your first dollar campaign. It's a more advanced one because right here you want to actually segment your members. Segmentation is grouping a specific type of subscribers into one group. For example, subscribers who were more than or less than 30 days on your list. Subscriber who commented and not commented on your welcome post. In this case, the segment is bought and never bought. What you do is you take the people who never bought and you run for them a specific promotion to spend their first dollar. Ideally, you want to promote something very cheap just to make them buy. And the reason for that is after someone buys for the first time, the likelihood of them buying again goes up by 50%. So once a month, run a campaign for these kind of people. 5. Selling your main offer. In the broadcast emails you want to sell. And the thing that you want to sell the most is your main offer, the one that you want all of your members be a part of, your flagship offer. That's the offer you're gonna include the most in your broadcast emails. The more you talk about it and test different angles and ways to sell your offer, the more data you get for your future sales campaigns. But what do I mean by angles and ways to sell? Angles is the ways you talk about your offer, how you present it. You test variables like desires, fears, habits, daily struggles, objections, limiting beliefs, and identities. Each email is talking about a different angle, showcasing how your offer impacts it. For example, let's take fears. The 2 main fears I hear most of the time is, what do I do when people will unsubscribe from my emails and they will not want to hear from me? And the second one is, what do I do when I send emails and nobody is engaging with them and it just feels like I'm sending them to avoid? So what do? You send 2 different emails, each one addressing a different fear, and you get to test what is performing better. The one that gets more clicks and sales is the one that your audience want to solve more. Simple. And the ways to sell are self-checkouts, webinars, one-on-one calls, group calls, VSLs, courses, whatever, you name it. You just rotate and see what works best for you. 6. Promote your socials. The few only times you're not selling, you should promote your socials. Send your subscribers to watch your videos, listen to podcasts you were invited to, scroll your Instagram reels, add them to your new LinkedIn profile, anything that is connecting you with your audience. A mistake people do is they focus too much on promoting their social medias on their email list where it should be the opposite. Because you use your audience to grow your email list and you use your email list to sell to this audience. So use the email list to sell more rather than promote your socials. If I'm emailing 30 emails in a month, I'll use 4 of these to promote my socials. 7 is Skool engagement. The only exception would be your Skool group. You want people to engage with it to be more active. I like to think about it in a way that Skool is the place where I engage with people, where I have fun, where I show my more personal side, and it's solely to just build relationships, and the emails is the place where I used to sell. But because I sell through Skool, I want my members to be more in the group, and I want to build the habit of checking the group regularly like they check my emails. So I send emails about the posts I make, about the classroom, about some changes in the group, and member spotlights. In this type of emails, you can get a bit more creative, like linking polls as a clickable images. You should bring a bit your Skool group into the emails in a more fun and loose way. Don't always leave your emails as 100% value. Have fun a bit, and when you're having fun, make sure to include your Skool link. 8. The 9-word email. I know I said only 7, but because you stay till the end, I want to give you extra 2 as a bonus. The 9-word email is a marketing strategy invented by Dean Jackson. The main purpose of it is to engage members that are not active anymore. You do it by inserting the subscriber name in the subject line and asking a simple 9-word question. For example, "Hey name" as a subject line. Are you still looking to increase your open rates? Are you still looking to launch your coaching business? Are you still trying to overcome the drinking addiction? You get the idea. And the main goal is to get them reply, and you actually want to go back and reply to all of them. You'll be surprised how many will engage and how much you'll discover about your audience. If you want to take it a step further, you can send these type of emails to everyone on your list and ask questions like, have you checked my new classroom already? Why haven't you bought my program? Would you like to get this resource? Just be ready to reply back. If you want, there is no point in these emails. 9. The affiliate promotion. The chance is you're probably already in a few Skool groups, and the fact that you stay there means that you're getting some sort of value from them. So why not promote these groups using your affiliate link? The members in your group might find the groups you are in as valuable too. And by promoting, you're not losing anything. Actually, the opposite. You get to help your members and get paid for sending emails with no extra work of delivery. If you're a smart cookie, you can join groups that solves the next logical problem your offer solves. So when someone's done, you give them the link to that group as the next step. For example, you help people with traffic, and the next logical problem is conversion. So find a conversion group, join it, and give your members the link. And it's not even hard now, because with the new tier subscriptions, you can join groups for free and still give your affiliate links and get paid if members decide to upgrade. Just before you send the links to your members, make sure it's actually worth it. Be surgical about it. To keep your reputation high, you should recommend groups that are actually good. So ideally, you should be a paid member yourself. And the reason both of these are in bonuses is that you don't really want to abuse them. To keep balance, you send each only once a month. Plus, they're not really necessary. They're just a cool addition. And if after watching this video you feel pumped and you feel like you're ready to go and start sending emails, but you feel something internal just stop you from doing that, I shared the 19 moments that used to scare me before sending my emails and almost made me quit. So in the next video, I flag them and give you the reframe so you will not fall into these traps and actually send the emails. Go watch it next.